Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all super excited for this afternoon. Enchanted by Nature is out in a couple of hours and I'm so excited for you guys to experience it. Honestly, it's a brilliant pack. It's the first pack I've ever had early access to and it's been such a fun experience. So a massive thank you to EA for allowing me early access. That is incredible. And I just can't wait for you guys to experience it as well because honestly, it's a brilliant pack and I didn't have any expectations going into it, but it is actually really, really good. So I can't wait for you guys to enjoy it as well, and you can share the excitement with me and all of the EA Creator Network members as well. So anywho, today we are doing an apartment for a single mom and 7 children. We have 5 daughters and 2 sons and we are living in San Myshuno. As you guys know, this is kind of a part of my safe file series, I suppose you could call it, and we are making brand new apartments in San Myshuno and this is just one of them. This is the bottom floor out of this apartment block, so we are finally on the home stretch. For some reason I started on the 2nd floor, went to 3rd, 4th and then back down to the ground floor, so we are on the very bottom floor. We only have 3 apartments left, so by next week these will be finished. So hopefully it'll be on the gallery next week. If you guys would like me to upload it, do let me know. Also, I apologise if my voice is a little bit funny because I'm still not very well. I'm a lot better, but this morning I was very delirious. I've got a temperature, fever, whatever you want to call it. I don't actually know what's wrong. I feel okay other than the fact that I've got a temperature, which it could be worse, but it's like the 1 week the UK has decided that it's going to be a heat wave, or I suppose Wales is going to be a heat wave because England have had it quite hot, but Wales has been like a drizzle and cloud. But no, the week that I am sweltering or shivering, then it decides it's going to be boiling. So loving life, and especially because to record this voiceover I can't have a fan on or open the window, and in UK houses we don't have aircon. It is very warm to say the least, so I'm trying to get through this voiceover as nicely as possible, but my body is not too pleased with me. But anyway, we are working on our save file, like I said. So we are building a brand new apartment block, which is in the top left section of San Myshuno. I can't remember which specific district this is. It's where all like the food festivals are. So yeah, the karaoke bar and everything's in this top corner. I just love building apartment blocks, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, I love the existing apartments, but because I've built in them so many times, it gets a bit repetitive having the exact same floor plan, more or less, and you are restricted by the fact that, you know, the wall shape or well, not so much anymore, but the placement of windows was a problem in the past. Fortunately, we have a bit more freedom with that now, where we can delete the windows. I know we can't remove the door, which is, you know, annoying, but we weren't able to delete the windows in the past, but at least that's the thing now. So there's one plus, but it is much more exciting building your own apartments and having a bit more freedom and just, you know, a creative, a creative input, I suppose, on the entire building, as opposed to just having to be restricted where the door's placed or where the windows are or whatever. So I am really enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. You seem to so far, and I've had a lot of positive feedback. I've had some really lovely comments this week, so thank you to all the people who've been so kind. The internet can be a very nasty place sometimes, and I definitely spent a long time dealing with a lot of haters online, but I do think a lot of people do just hate on things that they wish they themselves could do, I suppose, or just, I don't know, they don't like seeing other people succeed, which is kind of, you know, majorly toxic. But I've had a lot of positivity the last couple of weeks, I suppose, so just a big thank you to everyone who's been so nice, and even people who have got custom builds off me recently. I've had some really lovely feedback and just really nice people, so it just goes to show that it's never a you problem. I think sometimes when I say stuff online or do certain things and people are like really rude. I had someone the other day, I said about something and they were like, oh, that wasn't clear, and I was like, I literally said it 4 times. Like, I can't be any more polite, I can't say it any more simplistically, but I still always try and be polite, but some days you're just like, oh my gosh, people, but then you do meet nice people as well, and it just goes to show that it really isn't your fault when people are rude. So yeah, just, I don't know, just try and surround yourself with good people, but that is a challenge on the internet, granted. So Anyway, back onto the video, I'm rambling. We are working on the living space right now. I did try and include some bits from Enchanted by Nature, but of course I didn't want to make it too mystical. So this plant is from Enchanted by Nature, so is the little chair with the bumblebee and the little freezer bunny fairy as well. This little deco item with the flowers is as well. I didn't include too much, like I said, because I didn't want to go overboard with the whole fairy theme, although as you can see I'm a bit obsessed with this little toy box, which is just adorable. An acorn toy box, like, are you kidding me? It's so cute. So anyway, that is pretty much it though for this particular area. I did go a bit overboard on the picture frames on the wall, which I do add in a moment. I did also include these cute little cushions on the sofa, or pillows I suppose they are, which is from one of the kits, but I can't think what it's called. It's like the little campers kit for the toddlers, and I just think it makes it look really realistic. I know when I was little I definitely would like bring my blankets downstairs and sit on the sofa, and it just reminds me of being young, so I just felt like it was fitting for a very family orientated apartment. And I did include a lot of wall decals. I was kind of thinking perhaps she ran a daycare, the mum of this apartment, so she's got 7 kids. I do think they all are her children. I don't think the father's necessarily like permanently in their lives. I don't think they split on any like bad terms or anything, but I just think he's really busy, so maybe he works away, so maybe that's why they're not together anymore. But I don't think there's any like animosity or anything. I just think they don't work because he's always away, but they still see their dad, but you know, maybe he's got a job elsewhere, so he's not really in their lives that often. But she does have a daycare, and she has her own children in her own daycare as well, of course, so she makes it work. And we do have 4 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms in this apartment, so it's quite a bathroom heavy apartment, which is good I suppose with 7 kids, but it would ideally be better to have more bedrooms, but it is what it is. I suppose if you really wanted to, you could somehow squeeze in a 3rd bedroom if you did want to redesign it, but I just didn't really see it working. It would have been really small and it wouldn't have had any windows, so it's a bit like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, so we do have 1 bedroom which doesn't have any windows, which is the mum's room, but she does have a bathroom, and you know, it's fine, she makes do. The daughters have the one with the windows, so it's fine. But we do have a laundry room as well, which I'm now just realising that I did forget to include the alarms and the hampers, which is always one of them. My checklist is hampers, bins, alarms, and that's usually it. But I did include the alarm behind the stove, the oven, whatever you want to call it, but I did forget the burglar alarm and the temperature gauge, as well as the hampers, so I'll have to go back in and include that. But I will do a thorough check on each apartment with those 3 things in my checklist before I upload it next week at some point. But anyway, so we are now just working on the bathrooms. They all kind of look similar, but you know, oh well. I did go for a yellow and blue theme because for some reason it just gives me classic like suburban sim style. I'm not really sure why I like it so much, but it just always gives me just a nice feeling. It always inspires me to build those 2 colours too, which is really bizarre. I don't know why primary colours get me interested in building, but in real life I would never design something with these 2 colours. I think they work well together, don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit sickly. But in game it just kind of works. I just feel like it's very classic sim style. So anyway, moving on, we're now working on the mum's room. So like I said, she doesn't have any windows, and she does share the room with her 2 youngest children. Well, I say 2 youngest. One of the infants does share a room with the other girls, but I feel like she is a little bit more chill. She's not so anxious. She's not an anxious sleeper, so the toddler does share a room with the mum because they just want to be close to her. So I did include a crib and a little toddler bed in this room because I just thought it was quite cute, and I needed some extra space to put some of the kids' stuff, so I did decide to include those in this room. I know I probably could have put the toddler bed in the other room, but it just kind of fit this room and it was cute, so I included it. Also, how adorable is this swatch? The little freezer bunnies, and the fact that it's like a mint green wood, and it just looks so not nautical. What's the word? Whatever the word for woodlandy is, but not nautical, that's beach. I can't speak. Hopefully you know what I mean. I can't think of the word though. That's gonna really bug me. But anyway, we are now just decorating the mum's room. I did remember to include a nightlight though. That's probably one of my other checklist items. I always forget a nightlight. I did remember them today in both rooms, so that's always good. but I wasn't really sure how to fill this corner, to be honest. I did go for a plant, but I know it is covering the door, so it's kind of a bit like, oh, I don't know. But I did add some clutter on her nightstand as well, just to make it feel a bit more lived in, and I did include some pillows, some cushions on her bed, so it's a bit more, you know, a bit more to it. But I didn't want to go overboard on the clutter just because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like she was a very cluttery person. So I did include some stuff here and there, but I didn't go too overboard. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this room, and then we are moving on to the kids' bathroom. So like I said, we do have two en suite, so the kids have one and the mum has one. So we're now just coming on to the ensuite bathroom of the mums, and then we will move on to the kids one as well. Like I said, they all do kind of look the same. We do have like an orange, not orange? Where did orange come from? We I was thinking of colours mixing then. We do have blue, yellow and purple kind of vibe in this one. It's a little bit different. We do have some purple, but I thought it kind of matched the mum's room, so we did include a pop of purple. And then the kids' room is basically the same as the other bathrooms, but I really like it. Like I said, I wouldn't include this kind of colour scheme in real life, but I think it works for The Sims, and I just really like it in the game, so that's pretty much all there is to say about it. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a good week so far. I hope that you're excited to spend the weekend playing Enchanted by Nature. If you haven't already, don't forget to check out my giveaway, which is linked in the description below. I will be announcing the winner as soon as I have access to the code, which hopefully will be this evening. So one of you lucky winners can experience the game completely free. So that will be announced whenever I get the code. But if you haven't already entered, then feel free to. It's completely free to enter. Of course, there's a couple of rules, but it is free, so it's definitely worth it. But now we are coming on to the final room. This is the children's room. I think this room turned out really nice. I didn't want to go too overboard with how many kids I included for this apartment, because we did only have 2 bedrooms, so it was a little bit more reasonable with how many kids I included for once. So this is for 5 Sims, which to be honest is still quite a small room considering there's 5 people in here. But we have 2 sets of bunk beds, and we do have an infant's crib as well. And I did try and include quite a lot of kiddie toys, but I didn't want to go overboard. Also, apologies for the loud traffic, but I didn't want to go overboard with it because it is quite a small space for that many people. So yeah, I did also include a cute little fairy village. In the new pack, we have like a decor item, which is like a little fairy door. So I did put that on the floor with some of the freezer bunnies with the butterfly wings. I just think they're so cute. And then I did include some cute little dragon toys as well, and some little mushrooms. So I did include quite a few little things from Enchanted by Nature in this particular section of the house. But like I said, I didn't go overboard with it because lately I have been including every item in every build I've done. I know I say lately, but I have done a lot of them off camera as well, and I'm actually having to delete footage because I've just built so much this last few days, which is a miracle, to be honest, because I'm really not very well. But the paracetamol's keeping me going, guys. Yeah, but anyway, I am going to end the voiceover because we are coming to the screenshots, but I really appreciate you. This is a little door I was talking about, by the way, with the fairies. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's apartment. I'll be back tomorrow with a brand new speed build, hopefully a let's play episode very soon, but again, I'm relying on having a quiet environment. It's just not a thing lately, so I do apologise. But I will see you guys tomorrow for a brand new speed build. Have fun tonight, guys. Best of luck to everyone who's entered my giveaway, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand new speed build. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, turn that notification bell on. It really helps out my channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye, my lovelies.